What I want people to understand is this government is lawless. It's a regime. It's called a regime for a reason. He loved dictators for a reason. So what else is it that you need to understand what kind of country we living in here? So whether it's good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Quincy, or Big Q from the A, and this is Get It Off Your Chest, the podcast for real people with real issues. And me, I'm a real person. I got real issues. And what I want to get off my chest today, the hypocrisy of the Republican Party in these United States of America. Now you ask, what hypocrisy am I speaking of? Well, I'm sure like everybody probably know by now about the two American citizens that were killed in Minnesota. Renee and Mr. Alex Prady. This situation is a serious situation, right? And a couple of things I just want to touch on to let you understand how serious this situation is. I'm going to speak on race a little bit because it qualifies for this situation. Miss Renee Good was a white Caucasian female. Mr. Alex Prady was a white Caucasian male. Mr. Alex Prady had a legal firearm on his presence, and it was concealed. In the state of Minnesota, they have that right. You know, they have the right where you can bear arms. It's the Second Amendment, right? But also in the state, you can have a concealed permit. And he was registered to have a concealed permit on him. The reason why I say this is a serious situation is because, you know, as for right now, no investigation has been done. So everybody just going off the video. And in the video, you can clearly see this individual, Mr. Prady, have his firearm removed from an individual. There was about 6 or 7 of them on him, and after that, shots rang out, and the gentleman was pronounced dead soon after. This situation is eerie because these same individuals, these same Republicans, these same Second Amendment, freedom fighters, that's all they talked about when Obama and Biden or any Democrat was in office. They taking our guns. I'm sure people over here in this country remember that. That's all they chanted. They taking our guns away. They want to take our guns away. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the situation that I want to speak on. Back in 2020, there was a gentleman, Mr. Kyle Rittenhouse. Now this guy, he came from Antioch, Illinois. He drove from Antioch, Illinois to Kenosha, Wisconsin, where there was a rally, a protest going. Just like in Minnesota, protests are going. Mr. Prady went down there to be a part of the protest. He was someone, from my understanding, from what we see on video, and his family and friends have posted, he was an extremely nice individual. Top of the top, ICU nurse. I'm in the medical field, and anybody know ICU nurses they're a special breed. They are different people. You hold them to the highest respect. ICU nurses. I hold all nurses to the highest respect. Trust and believe. ICU nurses, different breed. So that alone should give you some sort of resemblance of what kind of individual we're speaking of. Now, back to Mr. Rittenhouse, back in 2020. Again, he drove from Antioch, Illinois to Kenosha, Wisconsin with an AR-15 that was brandished while he was, walking around in that area. Mr. Prady firearm wasn't brandished at all by Mr. Prady. The only time the public actually saw it was when it was pulled from him, when it was pulled off of him. He had it concealed in a holster, and they unholstered it. Mr. Rittenhouse walking around Kenosha, Wisconsin with an AR-15, being greeted by officers, asked if he need help, vice versa. A lot of people remember that. And he ended up getting into a confrontation with protesters that were there. And, long story short, he ended up killing two, got into a confrontation with quite a few people out there, ended up killing two people, shot three, killed two, wounded another individual very bad, and ended up getting off, avoided any charges. And, they always yelling, my Second Amendment. So help me understand what's the difference here between Mr. Rittenhouse and Mr. Prady. And I'm going to actually bring up, this is why I brought up race. Both of these are white gentlemen, right? So how do we go about saying it was racially biased? See, we can't now. What I want people to understand is this government is lawless. It's a regime. It's called a regime for a reason. He loved dictators for a reason. So what else is it that you need to understand what kind of country we living in here? That's the reason I'm speaking on this. We in the black community, we've dealt with police brutality for the longest, to the point of killing us off. That's the whole reason why that was what was going on in 2020. When Kyle Rittenhouse went to that particular protest, it was based off of a police killing of a black male then. You understand? So, but our history of that, it just goes way past 2020. It goes, we've been dealing with it for generations, So we know a little something about when the government don't want you around. And that's what I see. Okay? So understand where we at. Understand what's going on. Understand who you supporting and what you supporting. Because if you ain't opened up your eyes by now, you don't want to. This is just who you are. You a part of them. You a part of all that fuck shit that's going on. They killing Americans. Don't matter what your color is now. Huh? Yeah. So what side you on? Because I'm on the righteous side. Love y'all. Stay safe. I'll see y'all next time, all right? Peace.